When I was really young, my grandfather actually introduced me to quarter books. And so he got me into collecting quarters, and this is where my fascination of checking what change I received at the store and the dates and where it came from and the state and whatnot, and taking that and actually putting it in these quarter books, and I would collect those for many years. That really intrigued me, and it was just this fascination about money in particular. I grew up initially in Marshalltown, Iowa, and then moved up to Clear Lake, Iowa. That's where I graduated high school, met my wife. We were high school sweethearts, and all throughout high school, I always had this love and passion for entrepreneurship, and this is really the moment that I fell in love with personal finance when I found Dave Ramsey. So Dave Ramsey was really the first show that I listened to on the radio, hearing some guy from Tennessee who was talking to people all across the country about how they could change their budgeting, their personal finance habits. And so that was really my first experience in high school, actually hearing about personal finance and seeing the actual results of somebody having a profound impact on somebody's life. My first path was to go into healthcare. And so my mom, I had grown up with her. She's a nurse and also was an administrator of an assisted living, which quickly grew to 4 different facilities. And I had the pleasure of working for her as a certified nursing assistant. And so I learned from a really early age what it was like to take care of people. And one of the things that I realized through my experience in the healthcare industry is that a lot of times it's the little moments that you do for people that have like some of the most profound impact on them. And that's the period of my life where I really realized that no matter what I did, I wanted to help people. And so right out of high school, I go into college and I go into nursing school. I was in nursing school for just over a year and quickly realized that healthcare and medicine was really not where my passion was, because in the back of my mind, this entrepreneurship, this finance, the personal finance was so intriguing to me. So I chose to go into a business management and entrepreneurship track, graduated from North Iowa Area Community College, and then went to Buena Vista University and graduated with my bachelor's there. Graduating college, my wife and I moved down to Des Moines, and at that time, I had no idea what I was going to do for a legit career. But a cousin of mine worked at Wells Fargo and said, "Hey Damian, you like real estate, we know you're good with numbers, why don't you try out selling mortgages?" And so that was my first experience. I was in that position for a very short time, and then I moved into a loan officer role, and that was so much fun. I was working over the phone, clients in all 50 states, purchasing homes, helping them refinance, relocate, retire, downsize, upsize, you name it. It was a lot of fun. And that was my first experience actually getting to work directly with clients in really impactful moments of their life. And it was always this little voice in the back of my head that I don't think mortgage is my long-term solution, until a gentleman named Steve at church came up to me and said, "Hey Damian, have you ever thought about becoming a financial advisor?" One of the things that resonated with me, especially in working with customers that had local financial planning firms, is that the relationships that took place at the local level were bar none compared to those that had corporate type relationships with customers. And what specifically about Severson Strage, because I had looked at the entire landscape to see what my next move would be. And the thing that I remember the most about walking in for the very first time, honestly, was that nice, warm, gentle greeting by Tracy. And when I came back to the interview, we didn't talk about, tell me this specific action that you had on your resume and these certain results. It wasn't a formulated interview like I had been so accustomed to. It was, tell me who you are. Like, why are you interested in this industry? Let's tell you a little bit about who we are as a firm. And I remember walking out of the doors and calling my wife, and I said, this is it. Like, I truly feel like I just found my family. I have never seen a team work so collaboratively to make sure that anything that is on the client's mind, any forthcoming problems that they may face with their finances, any challenges that they're trying to navigate, any of those big milestone questions that they have, I've never seen a team work better together to make sure that we have the right answers to give our clients in those meetings. At the end of the day, I really care about people. I want them to succeed. I want to see the joy that their kids and their family members and relatives see when they know that mom, dad, grandma, grandpa are taken care of. And that's what really brings it home for me.